everybody, welcome back to www.GinaCooksPku.com and welcome to my kitchen. Guys, today we're going to be making low protein tortillas. I'm going to go over the ingredients and everything with you. You can find the recipe in my newest cookbook, Healthier Eating, and then now you'll be able to find it online, which is even better. So the first ingredient I'm going to be using is Taste Connections multi-baking mix. There's no preservatives or additives in this. I think you guys will really like it. It's one of my favorite mixes, and it's very inexpensive. I believe it's $17.50 per 5-pound bag, and it lasts and it's great. Just keep it in the freezer for freshness. Even before you open it, after you open it, keep it in the freezer. It'll extend the freshness, okay, because there are no preservatives. Okay, so I'm just going to plug in my tortilla maker while I'm going over the ingredients with you. Make sure that's nice and hot. And I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 cup of the mix. You can make a double recipe if you want, but this is pretty good. This will make 6 to 8 nice tortillas, which is great, okay? The next item I'm going to put in is just it is corn flour, a mesa. It's really fine grain. It's about $1.69 in price for a pound of it. It's really inexpensive, and the flavor goes a long way, and the texture. Do you have to have this? No, but then they won't be freezable, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of my corn flour. Could you add more or less? You could. If you add less, again, I'm not sure how it would freeze. If you add more, the texture will just improve, okay? You could also do 2 tablespoons of the corn flour and 2 tablespoons of an all-purpose flour, just a regular white flour, okay? So I'm going to put that over there. And then I'm going to add a little flavor. My favorite, which is the seasoned salt. Love it. And then just a taco seasoning. Guys, if you don't want to add anything but just like a sea salt, that's fine too. It's your tortilla. Just put a little bit of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some water. Now, to this recipe, I would do about I would put in about maybe a 1/2 cup of water. You don't want to add it in all at once, okay? So just add a little bit at a time and push the flour into a dough with your hands. What you're trying to achieve here is a texture of like a Play-Doh texture. You don't want to dump all the water in at once. You want to see what's going on with it. A little at a time. Guys, don't panic if you add too much water. You can always add just a little bit more baking mix. It's very, very low in fee. You're not going to ruin the recipe. The same thing if you want to add just a little bit more water. So I'm just working with my dough here. It looks great, guys. It feels great. So now just start working it in and getting all the flour into your dough. Now the last item I'm going to add is just a little bit of grapeseed oil. It makes the texture a lot more, I don't know, it works better and it freezes better. So this was the trick. And I'm going to put in just about a 1/2 tablespoon. Not much at all, guys, okay? Work that right into the dough. I'm going to move this bowl so you can see what it's looking like. See how beautiful this is? It's not sticking to the board, it's not sticking to the table. It's even cleaning up the stuff off of my hands, which is great. Just really knead this until you have a Play-Doh consistency, okay? Now, it's a little sticky, just a tiny bit sticky. Just going to add a little bit of flour, just so it's easier to work with when I go to roll out the little balls. Do you see how beautiful this is, guys? How spongy, soft this is? That's exactly what you want. Okay, so now it's ready to make our tortillas. So what you want to do is you want to divide this into how many tortillas you want to make. Little size meatballs, okay? And I want to get at least, I would say 6 to 8 of them out of here. So I can already see I'm making them just a little bit too big, but that's okay. If you guys want to be really specific and really accurate, you can go ahead and weigh them out so that they're very even. I know some PKUers are really tight with the amount of feed that they're allowed, so better to be extra careful than not careful at all. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8 tortillas. Okay. Now when your little balls are ready, you're going to bring this over your hot tortilla maker, and that is ready to go. You can feel the heat rising from it. And then you're just going to flatten your tortilla a little bit, place it in the middle, and quickly close your tortilla maker. Flip it over, and we're just going to let this tortilla maker do its work. The temperature is set right smack in the middle of medium to maximum heat. If you have a tortilla maker without the temperature, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just check your tortilla. They tend to cook on one side a little quicker than the other, okay? And that's fine too. You'll see that it's getting almost like a lighter white color. On one side, that's the cooked, and the more yellow, that's the uncooked. And this is coming out beautiful. Guys, you're going to love this. And I love it because I can freeze it. I can wrap them, send them in Anthony's lunchbox if I want to, and he could just throw his little cheese in there when he's ready to eat. You know, they're great. You can cook these a little longer, cut them up and make tortilla chips, which I'm going to show you how to do. Or you can wrap them with cheese and top them and make enchiladas. I'm going to go through everything with you. But your tortilla, whew, it's a little hot, but it is done. So you put it on your paper towel and we go to the next tortilla. Guys, I don't have a lot of patience, so you're going to see me flipping it up and down, opening it and closing it more than you need to do. Call it nerves, call it anxiousness, whatever you want, but I just like to make sure, you know, what's going on with my tortilla and see how it's doing. So don't use me as a role model. And it's cooking, it looks gorgeous. If you were to put these in the freezer now, what you're going to do is just pile them up like I did on the paper towel, just like this. And then you're going to, you know, fold the sides and put it into a freezer baggie, a Ziploc baggie. Stick it right in the freezer until you want to eat them. When you're ready to dine, bring them out and just set them on the counter and let them come to room temperature. You don't need to warm them up or anything. They'll be fine when they defrost to room temperature. If you want to turn your tortilla maker on and just warm them up really fast, that's also a good idea. But look how beautiful these tortillas are. They're gorgeous. Nice and pliable, they're not rubbery, they have a really nice texture, and that's because of the corn flour and because of the oil. Okay, you need it. And that's it, guys. I'm going to just finish out my tortillas and then I'm going to go ahead and come back to you with another video to show you how to make tortilla chips, okay? So I'm just going to finish this, but bon appetit, guys. You can't ruin this. You're going to do great. Even if you ruin a couple of your first tortillas, keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up, okay? They're going to be great. You're going to be great. And you have my email. You have my number. If you're in a panic, get in touch with me. Bon appetit, guys. Enjoy your tortillas.